It began with a circle. Like a ring dropped in a field, they gathered, each one bearing her own harvest of prayers and the supplications of mothers who could not be there. They did not recognize each other initially, did not recall their own eyes in the crook of a sister's smile, or recognize their tongue, though it told their story from another's mouth. They began as strangers, seated around a table with no men. You see, something happens when a space becomes sacred. So it began with a circle. Stretched out like a sun reaching for new horizons, they listened. Bending earlobe to lips, they learnt the secrets grandmothers with gnarled fingers had kneaded into scalps, twisting maps into plaits, so sure that one day they would rise and find their way out of systems centered around privilege. See their bodies as dynamic, not simply domestic, and understand culture as a container they could take the lid off and enter. Dismantling structures and disrupting destinies as they spoke truth to power and learnt to lead without stepping on the necks of others. Beneath the burnt braids of the night, they conjured forth their power, embroidered care and kindness into the hemline of their hearts, and marched forward. Or so it seemed. But the momentum propelled them back to the beginning. They needed it to understand that we have been building conceptions of self based on man-made myths where women were condemned to labor in misery. But in this circle, illuminated by the silhouettes of sisters bent in protest, daughters became doulas, whispering words of affirmation as they helped each other give birth to new ideas of how the world might be. Before drawing power lines across bodies in private designs they now understand to be boundaries, place shame in a basket because those raggedy lives no longer belonged and instead fell in step with women who had been graced to see a little further beyond, but kept the ladder down for the young ones. Indivisible, with all sides equal, this symbol of infinity, this circle, has no beginning or end, but countless revolutions. It takes time to abolish oppressive institutions. So to my sisters, box braided, short locked, bantu bund, lace front, permed press, head wrap, afro kinky, bold and black, pierced lip, tattooed neck, on the pill or on meds, degree waving, baby cradling, business planning, research handling, middle child first and final, Friday prayers, or reading the Bible. If there's one thing you remember, it's that advocacy isn't a hashtag, but a lifestyle. Take these lessons and press them into the soil of your soul. Turn your groans into gardens. Let your lamentations water the seeds of resistance, for even Earth herself has borne solemn witness to this most hallowed communion. This gathering of women, this fellowship that began in a circle without beginning or end, but holds the promise of countless tomorrows. This is a laying on of hands. This is a commission to fight for freedom. This is the call to stand.